This week, we discuss why Ohana means family during our review of Lilo and Stitch. Joining us this week is someone that we look at as family, Madge.
Hi, guys.
I'm Matt.
I'm Chad, and you're listening to the 116th episode of We Used to Talk About This at Work. All right, we are back at it again, good people. We have our good friend Madge back. Do you remember the last time you were here? Because I don't.
No, it was a few months ago, though. It was like 3-4 months
I
ago.
remember it was episode 101.
Why do you remember that?
It's because we had to change things around. So it was either 101. Yeah, 101.
It was 104, but yeah.
It was that
Really?
night of that storm.
Yeah, because I was out of town for 101.
Okay, yeah.
So that's when
Close.
I think that's when you had your siblings on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was episode 104 for Tetris, and that was back in April. That was just April?
Yeah.
Wow.
Funny story about my siblings.
Oh, let's go.
So my sister, Laura, got a dog, a sheepadoodle.
I think she mentioned that when she was on.
Yes. So then my mother, been on the show, Leslie, got a sheepadoodle too from the same like farm breeder. So technically they're like brothers, stepbrothers. No, brother, yeah, stepbrothers. So why my brother get the same fucking dog too? So they all had the exact same dog from the same family.
Because you guys are family.
Oh, that's kind of cute, though. I want one.
You should get one. I mean, they're nice and fluffy. But so now, of course, they're like, "Oh, you should get one too from the same one." I'm like, I don't think so. I don't want to be the same.
Yeah, I made this gross.
Right? Yeah. Now I'm about to do some. Let me get a pit bull or something.
I was gonna say he's gonna get a fucking pit bull, just to be different.
Right.
So Madge, you watched a little TV this week, and you watched a classic from the 1990s.
I did for the first time, G.I. Jane. So
Really, the first time?
yes, the first time I've ever watched it.
Matt, have you seen G.I. Jane?
In my mind, I have pieces of it. So if I did, or I don't remember it, or maybe I seen the trailer or something.
Okay.
All I know is just that's not a term of endearment.
I mean, that's just because of like fucking men that hate women. Why don't you tell us about this movie, Madge? What's it about?
So, Demi Moore, Bruce's ex-wife, she plays, I forgot the lady's name.
Jane. No, wait, what's her name?
Her real name wasn't Jane.
Okay.
Yeah. What was her name? Let's see. In the movie.
Oh, so was that a play on Joe? General
So what
Infantry
happened
Joe?
is when she was in the training or whatever, and the guy, one of the top Navy officials was talking about her, he was like, yeah, G.I. Jane. He meant it as like a slap in her face, like whatever. Like she was nobody to him because they really didn't want her to do it. But her real
Jordan
name,
O'Neill. Jordan O'Neill.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, O'Neill, yeah. But I ain't never seen this movie. I've always just seen parts.
Damn it, Madge. Tell us what the fucking movie's about.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm trying. Anyway, so I'd only just seen when she cut her hair, but I thought it was really cool to see her transition in the movie from what her job was, which is like logistics. So she was on the computer talking about where the people were going to go in the Navy, to her, the lady called her in the office to tell her that she wanted her to try to be a Navy SEAL.
It was a senator.
Yeah. So I don't know everybody's name, so don't be thinking I'm finna tell everybody's name, because I'm not. I'm gonna be like that lady and that man in that uniform.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to pause. The movie is basically about politics. They're
There you
trying to
go.
get
Yeah.
something passed through Congress, and they're like, it would play well in the media if we have a woman become a Navy SEAL. And so they asked Demi Moore to do it, and it's gonna be hard, but we need you to do it. And spoilers, she does it, but at one point the politician that was sponsoring her to do it kind of like backs out, because at the end of the day politicians are assholes, and so it was all just to it was the politician was playing chess, and so she really didn't expect Jordan to get as far as she did.
Yeah, she didn't. She thought she was gonna finish at week 2 and her by week 8. She's like, dang, she's still up in there. They whooped her butt in week 8 when she did the what's that mission called?
The one where they were in the swamps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the swamp. Right now, my mind is only saying Mickey Mouse at the moment. Dominic just saw Mickey Mouse before he
Okay.
went to sleep.
Okay.
And I read him a Mickey Mouse story. So my mind is like Mickey Mouse.
I got you. You're scrambled eggs right now.
Yeah, exactly. Mickey Mouse.
So what were your impressions of the movie?
I thought that Demi did a great job. I don't think I could have cut my hair like she did. I'm bald headed anyway, but I don't think voluntarily I could have just cut my hair off like that. I think by week 4 I probably would have tapped out, rung that little bell. It made me aggravated that old dude beat her butt in the swamp area or whatever, and the guy wasn't listening to her that was on her team that got them all caught. But overall, I thought it was a really good movie. I would give it like 2 gold stars. I don't know why it took me so long to watch it, because it came out in '97, and so I felt silly just watching it.
A lot of
But
shit has come out since then, so to be fair.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I thought. Me and my husband been staying up and watching different movies, and so that was our movie of the week. So it took us like 3 times to watch it, because we only get a little bit of free time from our toddler, and so yeah. So we watched it in segments.
I get that. So
Ironically, though, we've been staying up playing Tetris because he's got the small Nintendo. And so he's like, oh man, we've been having Tetris wars. And so I actually was telling him about the movie Tetris. So I was like, babe, now we have to watch the movie Tetris. He didn't know the history behind Tetris. So that was cool. So yeah, we're gonna start that tonight.
That's cute. Look at y'all being all cute and whatnot. Matt, you have been watching the 2nd season of a favorite show on this podcast.
Oh yeah, Lincoln Lawyer season 2 came out, and when I first saw it, I was like, part 1. I was like, we doing this shit again? We just got through talking about Fast X, and what was the other one that had a part 2?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I'm like, so everybody doing parts
Mission
now.
Impossible.
Oh, that's a part 2 too? See?
Yes.
So I was like, but I was like, I remember loving the first season. So I was like, let me check this out. Man, oh man, they didn't miss a beat. They did not miss a beat.
Really?
This shit is fire. No lie. I started watching this sometime yesterday. I finished the whole thing. Like that shit is, yeah. That shit is good. It's like, I think 7 episodes, and they're around 50 something minutes. Man, all right. Manuel Garcia, Rufo, Becky Newton, Nev Campbell, Jazz Recoy.
That's that black girl.
Yeah, who's on Bernie Mac as a kid, baby girl.
Wait, that's baby girl. His driver is baby girl.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I thought she's just some girl. Oh, okay.
Oh no, sorry, wrong person. Same. she was the original Claire of My Wife and Kids.
Oh yeah. I see that. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I'm looking at her face right now. I see it.
Yeah, but the acting, the little comedy in there, and the stuff we loved about the first one, about how
his many
missions and how he has to come in and do things. This shit is so good, so good. Little, not spoiler, just a little bit of spoiler at the beginning. So basically, this takes place right after season 1 ends. So if you remember season 1, he got his client off, but then his client gets shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't stop him. He gets more famous because of that, because he got his client off and everything. So now like he's on newspapers and stuff like that. And this is so good. Like I can't wait. They said August 2nd is when season or part 2 comes out. This is so good. So if you ever seen season 1 of Lincoln Lawyer, go ahead and watch season 1 on Netflix, and then so you get on season 2.
All right, I'm gonna get my life together.
Yeah. Another way of you can get your life together is I saw this thread on Twitter, and I thought this would be good content for us. So we're all parents. So the thread was, what unserious generational curse are you breaking? And the example they use is, I throw away stained Tupperware and we open more than one box of cereal at a time. So what are something that you guys was rules as you as a kid, but now as an adult, as a parent now, you don't do?
Well, I
And
thought I'm sorry.
I'll start off real quick. So mine is, when I was a kid, you had to finish eating your food. And you couldn't drink anything until you get done with your food. My son, I don't care if he eats everything, and he can drink whatever he wants when he's eating.
No, I was gonna say that too, because like you said, unserious, and the first thing that popped in my head was a serious one, like hitting your kids. But no,
Well, the serious one, like I used to whoop my son, but I've stopped that now. There's other ways to do things. Yeah.
Yeah, like no, I don't hit my daughter. Like I a couple weeks ago, I sent you guys a video of her just being so disrespectful during nap time. But that would have been prime time to get a hitting, but we don't do that.
Another person said they use all the furniture in their house.
Oh, I mean, don't
sit on my front furniture with the plastic.
It don't have to be.
Yeah,
related to your kids. Okay. I don't know
why. Here's one that I do that they can drink the good juice. It will never taste Kool-Aid. I don't think my son has ever had Kool-Aid before.
Really? Mm-hmm. Kool-Aid is fire.
But who wants to make the drink? I get that.
I know Devin do normally make it though. I get it.
So although I don't think that I'm gonna be quashing that in my house, because like there's some things in my house that are for me. Do not touch my drink. Okay. I bought that soda for Chad. All right. Not you, me.
Well, we do have like brisk iced tea. He can drink it, but he knows that, I don't drink soda. So if there's soda, drink as much soda as you want. I don't care. But if there's that brisk iced tea, he won't ask before he drink it, because that's my go-to.
Right.
Another one says, I ain't saving no mayonnaise jars, butter containers, washing no paper plates, watering down no dish soap or shampoo. I'm not putting no water or nothing to water it down. We ain't pour no more. But I still say sauces. I just throw them out a few times a year.
That's funny. Now that paper plate shit kills me. Like going over my mom's house, or if my mom will come over here and she's like, "Oh, you don't have no paper plates? No, just use a real plate." Like, I got a dishwasher. All right, it's cool. Cool.
I'm about to lead it to the next one. We use our dishwasher repeatedly. We do not pre-wash dishes, baby. And when it breaks, we replace a dishwasher. We just not going to be hold dishes like glorified dish racks. Yes, we have a dishwasher. Use the fucking dishwasher.
Right. Also, we don't put fucking pots in the goddamn oven.
Nah, I don't do that either. My mama still do that.
What are we doing out here? No.
Right.
No.
Yeah. I'm trying to think anything. Am I leaving out? This more for Madge. So like before, when school's about to start, summer break is coming to an end, do you make your kid start going to sleep early, getting ready for school?
So it was like the first 2 weeks before school, like, okay, I need you to start getting your bedtime back where it used to be. But yeah.
I mean, yes, that is for the parent, but that I feel like that is also really for the kid, because like you don't want to be like the night before, all right, school's tomorrow, and they on that fucking summer schedule where they're going to bed like at 2 a.m.
Get no dang on sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, speaking for me, I had some wild hours during summer break, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because like really, there is no for my son. There isn't no bedtime. Like I let him know I'm about to go lay down. Now you can lay down too, or you can stay up, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's something that because you got to get that schedule back. Because you don't want first day of school and he up at like 10 o'clock at night doing whatever fuck he doing.
Mm-hmm. No, so we need to keep that.
keep that one.
Right. So, since speaking of Twitter and all that, recently the Meta Corporation has decided to throw their hat in the ring and compete with Twitter, in the form of Threads. Is anybody on Threads?
I'm on Threads.
You are the podcast.
The podcast is on Threads.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, the podcast is on Threads. I'm on Spills. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on Threads, me personally, and I feel like I don't like the look of it. It's very basic, and I get it just came out, so they're not trying to bombard you with like features and stuff when you're trying to learn the app. I get that, but I just don't like how bare bones it feels,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't on Twitter, so
You went on Twitter? How you be finding news out?
Instagram.
How do you get news?
I like Instagram. I
You
don't
get
I
news on Instagram?
Yeah. I be on all the gossip sites.
I don't like what I don't like about Instagram for like stuff like that is you can't really have clickable links in the description. So they be like not the description, but like the post. So they be like link in the bio. So you got to click on their profile and then click on their bio and then find where on the website, whatever it is they're talking about. So I hate that about Instagram.
Well, I guess. Yeah, I just never was tripping off Twitter, so I just stayed on Facebook and Instagram. I got a Snapchat, but barely use it. I use it more for my baby pictures, like, oh, look at these cool little filters, but I'm old. I guess I'm old now. I don't care about that new stuff.
That's how I feel about these new things. I get what they're trying to do, but I ain't trying to learn something new. That's how I felt about TikTok. When TikTok was a thing, I was like, I ain't trying to learn something new. And then I got on it and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. So I
feel
don't
like
be on TikTok.
You just need to find your niche because like I feel like that with every app, but I fucking love TikTok.
I don't like TikTok.
See,
I mean, I got TikTok.
See, everything you get from TikTok, I get from Instagram and one lady on Twitter. You talking about recipes and stuff?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing though. Like, I don't want it from one source though. Because like this is just one way how to cook something, like one person.
Mm-hmm.
So like I do like how like different people have like slightly different recipes on like the same thing, slightly different takes on one thing, and you can see them do it as they're doing it. And the neat thing about TikTok is it's only so long, unlike a YouTube video that can be like 30 fucking minutes potentially,
Yeah. You're right.
So I like how it's short and like snappy, and let's get to the fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like I feel like that is like the big problem with all these people that want to have like a Twitter competitor, because like at the end of the day, nobody really wants to like have to learn a new app, figure out a new username, download a new app on their phone too, which partially Threads is like, oh yeah, just port over your Instagram stuff and you're good to go. But then you got all these other third party people that basically make you start from scratch, like the one you signed up for.
Spills, yeah. So Spills is basically one of the couple black people that Elon fired. They started their own company, and it's supposed to be more what's the word I'm looking for? Inclusive. There we go. For everybody. So on my timeline, everybody was like, oh yeah, black people, this is going to be our new stuff, and welcome. And then everybody kept saying, what's the link? And I was like, link. So I downloaded it, and yeah, as soon as you download it, it says you need a link to get in. So then everybody was like, oh, what's the link? What's the link? And like I'm catching the stuff too late to where like people's like, oh, here's a link. And it'd be like 6 hours later when I try to use it, it wasn't in. But one lady was like, I can't post the links, but if you DM me, let me know. So I DM'd her. I was like, hey, you got a link? And she sent me that link back. And I tried that. And I was like, yes, I'm in this. So now that I'm in this, I was like, what do I do now? Because this week it's new and everything. I'm in there. So I'm in there, but I don't know what I'm doing in there. But I've seen a couple of celebrities like Jamel Hill's in there. I don't know if you listen to radio, Peter Rosenberg. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple basketball players in there, like Katie, Steph Curry and stuff. So we'll see how this goes.
How much?
What's the name of it again?
Spills, like spill the tea.
Oh.
How much like Twitter does it feel like?
It feels like actually it feels more like Instagram, really, because there's a lot of gifs and like a big giant. It kind of feels like a mixture of Instagram with a little bit of Twitter, because it's like, in the Twitter you just have the words, but it's kind of like, when you write something on Facebook and you get, like, if it's too long or if it's too short, you get the color background, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
But as long as you write, it turns white. So it's like that. It's like when you write something that has like a color background on it, the GIFs are real big. So it's kind of like that. So, but just like anything, the more you use it, the more you're gonna get used to. So I mean, I'm always here to support Black people. So hopefully this takes off and does well, and also is inclusive to everybody. So we'll see.
Do you personally feel like this app has legs?
No.
At this,
I mean,
yeah.
From today, at first I thought, because you know how I started following Spill stuff, and the algorithm works. It kept showing me
shit.
Spill
You got
stuff and
frozen.
people talking about Spill stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this shit popping. But then I haven't, besides on my Twitter, I haven't heard anybody else, like, through my other social medias, talk about Spill. So I don't know.
Are there ads in it?
I didn't see any.
Well, that's a problem right there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, even though I'm tired of ads on Facebook and Instagram, they get on my nerves.
I 100% agree, but like, how that shit getting paid for?
Exactly.
So you see how the stuff is real big?
Yeah.
What
So that's what I'm saying. It's like that.
That feels like a news website. Like, oh, here's our links.
Yeah. So it's just people posting stuff. Right. So it's real big like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Still, I'm gonna try it out.
Keep us updated, Matt.
You want to? I can send you a link though.
Send me the link. I'm gonna try it out later.
That invite link. But yeah, we'll do that.
I think
we'll do that out.
Yeah.
But so are you guys watching Secret Invasion? Did you guys see the latest episode of Secret Invasion?
Yes,
I did. Yes.
What did you think of episode 3, Madge?
Episode 3. I think number one, first at the end of episode 2, I was like, Samuel L. is with a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
At first I thought he didn't know, but then when episode 3 started, I was like, he with a dang on scroll. I was like, that's crazy.
See why
you alien vagina?
Why you over here hating that he into that intergalactic swirl?
That's just weird. Like
that. Look, that's not how I was raised. Okay, Chad.
I don't want no intergalactic pole. I'm good. So I was like, not he out here with the intergalactic pom. Okay, Sam, if you like it, I love it. But what made me trip off at the end, I was like, so did they text her to kill him? Because she went to the lockbox and got the gun out and everything. She gonna kill her husband? Do you think she gonna kill him in episode 4? Because I was tripping off that. And I think, so what, the big head guy, he just got a big old head. I forgot his name. The light-skinned guy.
The black bad guy.
Yeah, he just got a big old head. Anyway,
yeah,
he killed old girl daughter. I mean, old dude daughter, right? When she was on a motorcycle.
See, that's the thing though. Like, he shot her and then just drove off. Like, you didn't even like check a pulse, make sure she dead. Like,
I thought when they turn back to their regular form, that just means that they dead. So I was like, oh, she dead.
But what if she just got shot and then decided to just turn into her regular form,
Very much so true. But then for me, I was like, why wouldn't you turn different and look like somebody else? Why you riding around town on this motorcycle looking like yourself? They know you was up in the back area where you wasn't supposed to be and everything. Like, be incognito. Like, I just felt like she was asking to get shot.
Also, that motorcycle was so fucking loud. I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
Right.
Matt.
um, it's okay. Um, it's I can't see a clear, precise way this is going. So I'm not saying I'm not excited for it, but I'm not disappointed because it's like when you have shape shifting and things like that to where um it's hard for them to nail down the enemy. It's like I don't know what to expect. So I'm not happy, I'm not excited or let down. It's kind of like
Yeah,
a wait and see approach.
I get
Because
that.
I don't know where this is going.
I think with Disney, it's with a lot of their shows. It seems like you gotta get through the first three, and then once you get past that three hump, four and on is like real good. Like WandaVision, like I didn't get WandaVision for a hot second, and then by the fourth episode, I was like, oh, okay, okay, now I
That
get it.
that's exactly how I was when I was texting. I was telling Chad, I was like, I don't get this. He was like, keep watching it. I was like, I don't get this. I don't know what's going on. He was like,
Yeah,
keep watching it. And then on 4, I was like, oh, okay, I
yeah.
got it now.
I felt that way about Loki too. Like I literally just finished Loki probably last month, and I was just like, I'm just not into this. And Derek just kept saying, "Okay, we'll give it, just keep going." So now we got to watch the Obi-Wan one as well because I'm super behind on these shows.
Uh,
But
I
I
mean,
feel
if you want to skip Obi-Wan, you can.
really I like the old being in Star Wars. So
It should have honestly, Obi-Wan should have been a movie because like I think it's 6 episodes and it's just
mhm.
like on some parts we're just dragging it out. They repeat storylines and it's a 6 episodes and the same thing happens to the same character 2 times. And so
Oh,
as
okay.
a result they have to do the same thing twice. And it's like why are we doing this?
Oh, okay. I get
Mhm.
it. Well, I'm gonna give it a try and I'm gonna let you know what I think. Now, going back to this third episode of in what is it, Invasion or whatever?
Secret Invasion, yeah.
Yeah. Now, was this the one where the big headed guy, black guy, and the white guy was sitting down eating in the restaurant and they was talking, right?
Yeah.
And then he go
Yeah.
to choke him or something, and everybody turned it to him. What
Mhm.
killed me is how he sat back down and everybody went to their regular people again and sat back down and had conversations and was eating. I was like, that's kind of that was creepy to me. I was like, not they went back to eating like they just
It was an intimidation tactic.
yeah. And
Mhm.
then but I felt like they didn't do no good job because now he didn't choke him and everything else. Like dang, I felt like y'all
Yeah,
was
I
supposed to
mean,
you
yeah,
supposed to be bow to bow. You supposed to get him. Man, you
you're
out here
not supposed
choking y'all
to
people.
you're not supposed to get any licks in. Like
I
no,
felt like
like
that's when they were supposed to get the licks in at that time. So
right.
I just was the I was like, these people is a trip. So I can't wait to see where it's gonna go.
So like I was like,
About that scene right there, since I just
mhm,
watched John Wick 4, they stole that scene from John Wick 4 of him getting his hand stabbed with a knife and pulling it out.
Oh
mhm.
yeah.
That was from John Wick 4.
I didn't see that,
I
but
haven't seen John Wick
I'm
4
a
yet.
believe y'all. I'll take your
Mm.
word for it.
Oh,
But
you didn't see it either?
I've only seen the first John Wick.
I tried it with the other two and I fell asleep with him on 2 and 3.
That's hilarious. You
Um,
fell asleep on Holly Berry.
was she in one of them?
I think she's in the third one.
Oh well. That's how far
One
I
of
didn't get
those.
into it. I was asleep.
But so I really like the second episode, and going into this third episode, I'm like, this is just fine.
Right.
Like I think Matt said it about like how we're shape shifting, and so you don't really know what's what, and I felt that way when Sam Jackson came into the restaurant with old dude, and he was all like, "I need you to apologize to me." And he actually did it. And I was like, that doesn't feel like something Nick Fury would do. Is this one of the scrolls impersonating him? Like, what's happening here? Like, I don't them being shapeshifters is interesting, but like it makes me dish and I guess that's the point. I don't trust anything that's happening on screen because it could
100%.
be anybody.
That's when he had episode 2 when he had the whole conversation with Rhodey. I kept thinking Rhodey's a scroll. It's
Right.
like you distrust everybody in this.
Right. And I get that's the point, but also I don't like that.
Right. Right.
Because
You want to know who's good, who well not even you don't really
the
need to know who
stakes the stakes of it, because like if we're having a scene and somebody gets killed and you're like, oh snap, they just killed like in the first episode the white man from Black Panther,
Yeah.
like oh man, they just killed him, oh he's a scroll, okay, so none of that really mattered. Like I don't, it makes me care less because these people aren't who they are.
Right.
Right. I get you.
I
So
want
yeah,
them to
that's where I'm at
tell
too.
I want them to tell what happened or why Nick Fury is so different. I want them to explain, like, well, when he was gone in the blip or right before he left in the blip, what he thought. When he came back, what he thought, what made him go back up to the space station and not go home. Like, I want them to give me that information.
Right.
Because he definitely is very different right now.
Yes.
He ain't regular Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they got 3 more episodes, so
I need them
maybe.
to come on with it.
But like, also, what's worrying me is that they want to do Super Scrolls. So we're about to get into some stupid CGI fights that I hate in these movies and TV shows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I'm like, I get in the story about making them super and everything, but it's you already can shapeshift. It's like, do you need to add more to this?
Right. That takes us to this week's discussion of Lilo and Stitch.
His name is Stitch.
Oh, great! He's loose!
He's taken a police cruiser.
He took the red one.
That crazy trog is about to make us jump.
Where is he?
A place called Hawaii.
A young and parentless girl adopts a dog from the local pound. Dog is in quotes, by the way. Completely unaware that it's supposedly a dangerous scientific experiment that's taken refuge on Earth and is now hiding from its creator and those who see it as a menace. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you've seen this movie before, right, Madge?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna open the floor up to Matt first because this is a movie he has not seen before. And I want you to tell me, Matt, before you saw this, what did you think you were going to get into?
I thought I was going to get into some hijinks with on a spaceship with Stitch and escaping from or to Earth, something like that.
Okay.
But I thought that would be more of the focus is
the space stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So having seen this movie for the first time and also an adult, what did you think of it?
I'm mixed. I don't know. Like I hadn't, like I just said, I had an idea what this is or what this was going to be. What I saw was not what I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Did I like it? I'm in the middle because there's a lot of stuff like I hated Lilo.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
badass kid.
Let's explore
badass
this.
kid. Like I like Lilo was not like Lilo caused everything. When majority of stuff Stitch helped later on, but like I felt bad for her sister. She's trying to make things
Nani.
work, and Lilo, Nani, and Lilo just fucking shit up for her. And it's like, do you want to be taken away and go to foster care? And she just kept fucking up, and I was just like, I did not care for Lilo in this movie. I was like, I care for Nani. I was worried about her. Nani's trying to make this work for them, and like at the beginning when she leaves or whatever, okay, I get that. That's some kid thing or whatever. You leave, you trying to hang out with their friends, they dish you. But who the fuck nails the door shut? It's like stuff like that to where she was going to the extreme of where maybe she need to be taken away. And then because she didn't really care about being in that family.
I mean, she's 7 and extremely troubled. Extremely troubled. Like she's
I think it was just her life changes.
I feel like she would needed services. Even possibly before their parents died, she probably needed some services to help her with some shit.
Right. So
which I feel like maybe that like I'm just gonna sprinkle this for a second. There was a lot of stuff going on in this movie that the movie lightly touched on, but because of the time in which it came out, they couldn't really explore. And I
gotcha.
Like
would,
what?
okay. I was gonna. So when they were making fun of Lilo at the beginning of the movie, like at the dance thing,
Oh yeah.
and also like, did you see like how many non-Hawaiian kids were in that class? And then just like you see like what tourism has done to Hawaii and like the low-key racism and shit all about it. We can't really explore that, especially in a Disney animated movie in 2002, but
Mhm.
it's there, but only as much as they could sneak in. Like there's a lot of shit just sprinkled in that we weren't ready as a society to have conversations about.
Pleakley's character.
Say it
Or
again.
Pleakley, is that his name? Pleakley.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
little
yeah,
the thin alien.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I watched it in 2002, I didn't think that's never. I was like, why does he keep on? I just thought he was weird, keep on dressing as in girl clothes. And
Mhm.
now I'm like, okay, if they trying to say like he was trans, like he came down to earth, I was like, I love these female clothes. Like, oh my goodness, like
No, there's stuff there, and like in one of so there's more than one spinoff of the movie. Like sorry, TV show. There's 3 TV shows. And the
Right. When
most
I look,
recent
I know what I'm saying. When I went to Disney Plus, I was like Lilo and Stitch, and it was Lilo and Stitch, Lilo and Stitch 2. I was like, they got a second one? Then it was like Lilo and Stitch TV show. Then it was one called like
Leroy
Corey and
and
Stitch,
Stitch or
or
something.
yeah, Leroy and Stitch. I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
So
Who's Leroy?
Mm.
Cousin.
So in the most recent spinoff TV show of Lilo and Stitch, they made those 2 characters, Clee and like the scientist dude, a couple.
Oh, see, I didn't see that one.
Well,
Hmm.
nobody really saw it. It was it was it was like so this they have a TV show that we saw here, and then years later they made a Japanese anime show, which was a
Oh,
continuation, and then the most recent one was a Chinese adaptation,
okay.
which is also a sequel. So in the Chinese one, they made them a couple. I think it was in that one.
So then my question is, do you think, I guess it's veering off a little bit of the subject, but do you think in the live action one they're gonna make them a couple?
I feel like they're going to touch on it because like Disney will firmly be like, we stand against racism, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, oh yeah, we totally support gay people, but not really in the movies. We'll
I
say
like what they did with
we'll say we do, but not really.
like what they did in Beauty and the Beast when
Like in
I
Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Cruise. Matt, what are the other movies where they had the first gay blah 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 in a fucking Disney movie, right? Strange World, Lightyear. Right.
oh that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so no. They're gonna allude to it, but you're gonna have to make what you will from it.
I understand. I got you.
But I'm sorry, we got off on a
We
tangent,
did.
Matt. But
My bad.
please continue, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that it like I did like how the scientists and them they became good afterward, but it was kind of like a blick, like the whole thing movie. We're going to take him back, but then all you gotta do is just have Stitch ask them to, and then now they flip sides. But okay, I get it, it's Disney. But and then when they were good, I was like, okay. But overall, like I watched it with my son. My son's already seen it before, but he really enjoyed it. I thought it was meh.
All that anticipation for a man. Sorry.
Well, I hope the lot. I
No,
didn't
no,
like
don't.
Lilo. Lilo was just I. What did she do good in this?
She believed in Stitch.
She did. It was one ugly dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the thing. She's the one who believed in Stitch. She got Stitch to get rid
Change
of
his
his animal
ways.
urges or whatever. Yeah, but like I just kept feeling bad for Dottie. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but Matt, on the topic of Nani, man. Yeah.
I was like, wait. Why haven't they been doing more Hawaiian movies? If this is the way you gonna make them?
I feel like, I didn't look into it, but I feel like some people that worked on that got transferred to Pixar. I think that was just like the start of it.
I was like, my.
But man,
Maybe that's why I care so much about Nadia and what's happening to her.
I mean, we were pre-show. We were talking about thigh gaps, and
Right.
I'll leave it at that. She does
Is
not have a
Nadia
thigh gap.
is she in Lilo and Stitch too? Do I need to check this out?
We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, okay.
But Madge, what did you think of this movie?
In 2002, when I first saw it, I thought it was cool. I thought it was different. As far as like how they came with the movie and the concept, and I thought it was different, but then I thought it was kind of cool. And then when I watched it recently, I was like, this is so corny. And why didn't I care that quickly wear dresses? And why didn't they give Lilo no counseling? Her parents is gone. And what was it, Jumba? Why? I mean, Jumba voice. I mean, I know that's Ving. I think that's Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames?
No, Bubbles. He's Bubbles.
Bubble. I was like, his voice is just so deep. I was like, I would have been scared of him coming to my house. Like, I don't know. I just it was still so they had no spam in there. I mean, but I guess it touches on when you talked about the culture there and or whatever. So they talked about Elvis in it, and I'm just like, I feel like it could have some more hula dancing, a little bit more surfing.
That's what I thought too. I was like, is this something that is known and I'm just ignorant? I was like, what was the Elvis part of this?
I
Elvis
feel like that was.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I feel like that was a contribution of the white writers on this movie.
Oh, I'm like, is it something like Hawaiian people love Elvis? I was like, I don't know.
I bet they don't. I feel like that's mild commentary on the whitewashing of Hawaiian culture.
Oh,
but maybe as the YouTube commenters say on our content, maybe I'm just trying to find race in everything.
Right.
You really said that about you guys?
Yeah.
I need to watch them.
Those comments are pretty wild. So I still really like this movie. When it opened on the space stuff, I don't remember the last time I saw this movie, but like the space stuff felt like, those 80s cartoons that were like sci-fi adventures and stuff, where it's like they had not the Disney stuff, but like it felt like, some of that shit was not for kids, but we were watching it, and it had that feel of it, like from the style of the animation, from like how that whole opening sequence went. And I'm like, I wouldn't mind just a movie up here, like what you were thinking, Matt. Like I wouldn't mind. We just do some space stuff. It feels like a cartoon from the 80s. Like, let's go. But like as a parent, and maybe if my kid was older like yours, Matt, and you were removed from like some shit, I really felt for Lilo. Like, yeah, she bad as shit, but she does have some stuff. And it's just like, I felt for that. Like, this young lady does have some behavioral issues and maybe some other stuff, and she really does need some counseling or something. And I'm not saying like my kid is all those things, but like I just saw my daughter in her, where I'm like, I just want to, like, everything I have to do, I'm gonna do it for you, baby girl. Like I'm gonna get you all. You're gonna speak to everybody you need to talk to, because like I see you got some issues, and I just want to help you and give you a big hug. So yeah, I felt for that. I felt for like Lilo just doing everything she could. Like, she's putting basically Lilo was her emotional support animal, and so she's just putting everything she had into trying to make that relationship with Stitch. Oh, sorry. Stitch was her emotional support animal. And she's just putting everything she had into just trying to make that relationship work. And I felt all that.
Yeah.
So I love this movie. It still holds up for me. But I mean, hey, I'm not arguing with you. If you weren't feeling it, you weren't feeling it.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's just like, I know. Let me ask you a question. If Lilo was a boy, would you still feel the same way?
I would.
if Lilo was a Hawaiian boy, probably. But the original like stuff with this movie, it was gonna be set like in Kansas or Idaho, like in like the Midwest with a boy.
Mhm.
And I don't believe I would have connected with it if it was a white boy in the Midwest.
That's true. I guess.
Also,
Yeah, I'm glad they changed that.
how many times have we fucking seen that too? Some version
Oh
of
no,
it.
no. I was just saying that because I know, like, with you having a girl
Hmm,
that like some of that stuff hits harder. So I'm like,
yeah,
maybe if I had a girl, then it might will mean something more to me,
I see what
like
you're
that.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But while I am shitting on like boys leading emotionally charged movies, at some point I really do want us to watch The Iron Giant because like I feel like we both gonna be crying watching that shit.
What's that one?
It's a movie that didn't get any fucking love because Warner Brothers is shitty. Still,
I'm
after
gonna
all
write
these
it down.
years, it's a movie. It's an animated movie from the '90s. It's got Vin Diesel as the Iron Giant and uh Rachel from Friends. What's her name?
Jennifer
Oh,
Aniston.
yeah, Jennifer. Yeah.
She plays the mom, and it's like so heartfelt. It's a hidden gem of the '90s.
Okay. You know what I just seen recently too?
I just remember seeing clips of it, The Big Giant. But what did you just
Yeah.
see recently?
What's it called? Wreck-It Ralph and Wreck-It Ralph too.
Did you
Like
cry?
I did not want to see that when my older son wanted to see that when it came out. I was like, I don't want to see that mess, and I literally just saw it last week, and I was like, oh, Wreck-It Ralph was cute. I thought it was nice. So I was like, I don't know why I didn't want to see it for so long.
I really like the first one. That second one, they could have kept that shit, in
That's
my
true.
opinion.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, her first one was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me
But
with Disney, because I have a boy, I would like them to do more boy movies. So I would like them to do like Prince movies and stuff. Like I like all the old stuff and I want to share it with them. But then I'd be like, well, it do got a lot of girly girl stuff up in there. So I need them to do more Prince stuff.
well, that's the thing though. Boys don't care about princes. They want to like see like action shit and like dragons and shit.
They like
But
Princes too.
they don't give a fuck about royalty. Like that's more of a girl trope, in my opinion.
I got you. I want them to hurry up and do Encanto too.
Encanto.
I love that was so cute. We love that movie. Yeah.
I'm good. Like I thought I liked Encanto, but like that's part of Disney's problem. Stop doing these sequels.
I want them to do a Cars 4 and it's special around shut up. And especially around Cruz, because Cruz need her own thing. I like Cruz Ramirez. Like I want that. So I think she need her time to shine.
No, we need
Speaking of
more
cars,
original movies.
somebody told me they want to see a crossover movie with Fast X people and Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to see Vin Diesel driving like Optimus Prime or something like that.
I mean that won't happen, but like it is a real possibility that they could do a Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park movie because those are both owned by Universal.
Jurassic. I
Fast
didn't
and
see the last
Furious
Fast.
and Jurassic Park.
Cars and dinosaurs.
It's just going real fast. Trying to get away from T-Rex.
Yeah, that.
And Vin Diesel lifting up a woolly mammoth with one hand or something crazy like
Mhm,
that. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Them riding down the tusks of it or something. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yes,
like that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. A pterodactyl picking up the car.
I was
Right.
gonna say a pterodactyl picking up Tyrese's character, and Tyrese is just going off as he normally does in the movie, just laughing. And Ludacris just in the car laughing, and Tyrese's character was flying off with this pterodactyl. Yeah. That's crazy.
What do y'all think the Rotten Tomatoes was on Lilo and Stitch?
Okay, so disclaimer: I don't never understand Rotten Tomatoes. It's
So
the high number.
think of it as a grade in school. The
Okay.
higher the grade, the better you did.
I got you. I told you I'm just a little blind when it comes to it because I thought when they talk about Easter eggs, I was looking for real eggs for a while. So I was looking for the colored eggs with the spots and stuff. Like I didn't get it. So let me see.
Speaking of that, real quick, side note. My son was playing something or Zelda or something. He talking about, Dad, do you know what an Easter egg is? was like, don't play with me like that, like I'm dumb. I was like, I know what Easter eggs before we was even born. Like, and he'd be like, do you know what this means? Like I'm some old man. And I'm like, yes, I've been playing video games longer than you've ever been alive.
To
I'm
him,
like, don't
you
be
are.
trying me.
To him, you are an old man.
Yeah,
Right.
You're old man pops.
Right. Talking about, do I know what an Easter egg is?
He could have asked me that.
I-
The answer would have been no, because I thought it was real Easter eggs up in there.
85.
I'm gonna say 90, 92.
87% with
87.
151 reviews. The audience score was 77%. All right, so we're gonna play over under. I will say a statement with a number. You show me with a thumbs up or a thumbs down if what I said was over or under the actual number. Okay. First one, the worldwide box office of Lilo and Stitch was $250 million. Over or under? All right. So Madge and Matt are saying over, as in the number is lower.
Yes.
The actual number is $273 million.
Oh wow.
This is the 45th Disney Studios animated movie. When I say that, I am only counting movies made specifically by Disney Animation Studios, which means direct-to-video and Pixar movies are not counted. The 45th Disney animated movie.
I think you over.
All right. Okay. So Madge is saying over. Matt is saying under. It was the 42nd. Do you guys remember on the VHS tapes of Disney movies where they're like, and we're working on the 30th Disney animated feature?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of where the numbering came from. Like why I was very specific on that. Because it gets muddled now since they own so much shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last question. Over or under, there are 3 direct-to-video sequels. Okay, so Matt is saying under, Madge is saying over. So I need to double check my stuff here because so in the research that I got, it said that there's only 2.
That's what I thought.
Stitch the movie and Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitch. But then like during the conversation, you guys mentioned Lilo, like Stitch and Leroy. What was it?
Yeah, but I think that was just on the Disney Channel. And then the Lilo and Stitch series was on the Disney Channel too.
Let's see. Stitch is a Leroy and Stitch. Okay, it was a TV movie. That's why it's not counted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
So
were
I
you
had a
gonna say?
question.
I was right.
I was about to get ready to the thumbnail for this movie,
Mhm.
and one of the posters had all of the Disney characters on there, and it said something like there's a problem or something.
Yeah.
Do you know why did they include the Disney characters on the poster?
Yes. Madge, do you know this?
No.
So they basically did a series of trailers that started off as a classic Disney movie, and then it turned into like Stitch fucking it up. Like you see like the Beauty and the Beast, and then like him fucking with the chandelier. There was an Aladdin one like that.
That's funny.
Oh.
So that was part of the campaign.
Okay, yeah, that's clever. Okay.
Speaking of, well, I know y'all don't talk about Ariel, but I really did like that new Little Mermaid. I thought it was so beautiful. And I was so excited to see the original Ariel in there. So I'm all in the theater like, oh my goodness, there's the original Ariel. And everybody was like, and my row was like, who the F is she talking about? Like my husband was like, I didn't know who the original Ariel was. And I was like, you guys didn't. I feel like I was stupid for knowing, but I thought it was so cool.
Jodie Benson.
Yeah. But I guess if you just see Ariel the mermaid, you ain't worried about the person behind the voice. You're just like, oh, that's a nice voice. And I was all excited. I was like, oh, they gave her a spot in the movie. That's so cute. So yeah.
So I want to this is something I do like that we do when we have like an older movie. Let's look at box office. So this movie came out June 21st, 2022. And it opened number 2 in the box office with $35 million. And the thing that beat it was Minority Report, Tom Cruise's Minority Report, which also opened that week. Number 3 was Scooby-Doo. Number 4 was The First Born Identity. And do you guys remember The Sum of All Fears? There's a Ben Affleck movie with Morgan Freeman. That was number 5 in its 4th week. Number 9, actually number 8 in the box office. This movie also opened with Lilo and Stitch and Minority Report. This was number 8, Joanna Man.
They're coming out with a Joanna Man too.
They can do that now?
They said they're working on it. It's supposed to be coming out like next summer or something.
Is it the same dude?
Yeah.
Oh no. We can't do that.
Right, that's all I'm saying. We can do that in 2023 now.
Number 9 number 9 was Star Wars Episode 2 in its 6th week, and number 10 was Spider-Man in its 8th week.
The first one?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then jump into the next week. Mr. Deeds came out, and it was number 1 on the box office. And Minority Report stayed number 2. Lilo and Stitch slid to number 3. But also opening that next week in number 6, Hey Arnold the movie.
Oh, okay. Football head.
It did.
Right.
It did. Yeah. Wow. The week after that, opening in number 1, Men in Black 2.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
Mr. Deeds slid down to 2nd, but Lilo and Stitch held strong on the number 3 spot, while Minority Report jumped to number 4. So families kept coming back. Number 5 in the box office for its first week, Like Mike, and number 9 in its first week was the Powerpuff Girls movie.
And they had a movie?
Yeah, they had a movie.
Like Mike was the stuff. I liked that movie.
Yeah, I remember liking, yeah.
Lil Bow Wow was too cute in that movie.
But yeah. Trying to see, where is it at? So like 2 weeks later, Stuart Little 2 came out, and Lilo and Stitch dropped to number 9. And Minority Report is already number 11 at this point, and Like Mike is number 12. But so interesting.
Yeah, mixture of movies.
Yeah. It was an interesting summer in 2002. I know I saw Men in Black 2 in the theater, but I don't think I saw any of these other movies in the theater.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen any of those.
Spider-Man. Yes, I've seen Spider-Man in the theater.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Like the red, like I didn't see. Hey, I don't think I saw Hey Arnold the movie in the theater. I don't even know if I saw it.
Wait, this is 2002?
Yep. Were you in the military?
No. That's when I graduated high school, 2002.
Okay.
Aww.
But yeah, it was an interesting summer. And oh wow. Week after that, Austin Powers and Goldmember came out.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh, I remember having that belly ring, the Foxy belly ring that Beyonce had. Man, that was dope back in the day.
But yeah, that's the show, guys. Want to thank you for coming on and chit-chatting with us, Madge. It's always a pleasure, miss.
Yes, thank you for being on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Please rate, like, and review our podcast on your platform of choice. If you have any feedback, please email us at weusetotalkpod@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I guess Threads. I don't know what we're doing. At We Used to Talk Pod. Follow me on Letterboxd at BOW1213 and Matt at Mr. King 0257. Come back next week when we review a movie that dropped on Disney Plus last month, but is no longer there, Crater. And we'll get into that conversation.
Like always, I don't know if this was a good episode. I don't know if it was a bad episode. Whatever you think about it, talk about it at work. Thank you for listening.